All right, welcome to my channel. So the first thing that you need to know before you start watching my videos is the purpose of this channel is for education and entertainment, mostly education with some entertainment, and mostly for my students. Really, it's an opportunity for me to showcase my algorithm and for my students to see it working and me to be able to talk about the trades and why I'm taking the trades and things like that. This is not a channel where I'll be showing you that I'm making millions of dollars. So family rules, you won't be seeing that. Some traders out there want to put their stuff out. I don't even know why they do that. Like on social media in a public sphere, hey, look at me, I made 20,000 today, 50,000 today, all that stuff. That will not happen on this channel. The most you'll see me making here is anywhere from 50 bucks to $1,000 in a day would be the most once we get to that level of scaling. And then I'll reset and we'll be looking at 50 bucks and we'll be scaling back to, a thousand a day or so. And we'll just keep resetting that scaling. But family rules will not be showing you on this my social media that I'm making tons of money. Second thing is I'm trading with Thinkorswim. That's my platform that you see here on the screen. So you got my two windows on futures trading. Same thing, it'll be Thinkorswim. So you'll see that I trade futures and the equities market with these videos. I trade based off of my algorithm, the simple switch algorithm, and it's got different settings. Same algo, but different settings for futures market, for equities market, and different types of trading. It's got different settings for it. So I'll be trading off that. Links below if you're interested in learning more about the algo. All the education over there is free, as well as the trading log that you'll see. You can get the link below, which will give you that log, so you can go over there and explore all that stuff. So when you're looking at my screen, okay, now when you're looking at my screen, you'll see these the chart markups, and you'll see yellow. Wherever I put yellow is an entry. So when it's yellow like this, it's the algo ideal entry. And then you may see a yellow like this, and that is where I actually got in, and it'll be touching the candle that I got in on. And then the location. Red are my stops, green are my targets. And then if you want to learn how the algo works so you can better understand what I'm doing when I'm doing my trades, over at the link below, you can go over there and learn all about the algo. It's completely free for that whole education. It's free to learn about my trading plan, my strategy, everything that I teach about trading is free over there. Only thing that costs money is if you decided to buy the algo, then that would cost money. But you can apply a lot of the stuff that I teach over there, including my strategy and trading plan, to your own strategies and help maybe improve your game. So all that is definitely free. I don't charge for any of that education. Only the algo if that's something you decided to add to your list. So then sometimes you'll see on here me doing experiments, which I'm going to try to do another one later on this year when I get a little more time. But I love to do trading experiments. We blow up accounts, but we do it in the purpose of education, showing you that certain trading techniques or strategies sometimes just don't work. And we play with some different concepts and blow up accounts, real accounts, small accounts, but still real accounts. And you'll also see some small accounts as well, like when we do offshore brokers and things like that. So, and then of course, educational videos I'll be putting out as well. So there's a lot of different content here. So if you can give me the like, hit that like button, that would help me a lot with the YouTube. And if you subscribe and hit that bell icon, you can be notified whenever I upload new content. And the last thing, but probably the most important thing, is trading is very risky. Do not place a trade based on what you see here or whatever I say. I'm not telling you what to do. If it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, it's me just thinking out loud. And most traders will lose all of their money. I am strictly speculating. I do not have a crystal ball. So, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So please do not take financial advice from me. This is strictly to talk about how I trade, to teach about how I do things, and for your entertainment. All right, so now the legal stuff is out of the way. Let's get into today's trades. All right, everybody, it's October 4th. We're finally back in the office, able to set up a trade here. We got about 30 seconds left to jump in on JD. So we're looking at 69.93, 60, so about 35.40 cents. Go over to the calculator and put that in. Let's see, for about 40 cents. So we're going to go a little bit light on the shares today. Let's see, 500. All right, in 3, 2, 1, boom, we're in. All right, so we're in on JD. I was going to go a little lighter than that so I can add to my position, but it is what it is. We're in, marking it up, and then let this thing play out here. So we'll see what happens. We'll bring the conclusion to you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add to the position now. All right, I'm going to put my stops in, which I'm actually going to put here at the top of this candle. It's a big tower candle, so we do expect some retracement of this candle, maybe half or all before continuing lower. So looks like we're approaching that halfway mark. That's why I added to my position. We could do all, and I'll add to my position one more time, but we'll have to see what happens. This is my average right now, my average share size. Okay, so we finally getting the breakdown there. So we had that big candle flagging. Now we're getting the breakdown, which is pretty awesome. Good thing I added to my position there in the retrace, as expected for a tower candle. A tower candle defined by the when the setup happens and the tower and the candle's huge with the box inside of the candle. That's what I call a tower candle. And right now we got a breakdown here. So hopefully this will keep going. Maybe we'll get 2R out of JD today. That'll be awesome. But either way, we'll start trailing the stop once it gets to the target, 69.16. And see if we can make some money. Hopefully it'll be close to the $500 mark. I'm a little light on shares, so I was going to add a second ad of a little bit higher retracement, but we'll see. We'll take what we can get. Okay, as we get close, got to pay attention to the spread. We got about a 4-cent spread. So what that means is if I put my stop at 20 or 69.16, I'll actually get out around 69.20. So I'll lose about 4 cents on the trade. If I really want to capture this number right here, so I get my full trade, then I would have to put my stop at 69.12. But the problem is, the system is vetted for hitting the target, not necessarily how far it goes through. Although with tickers, you can determine that yourself, like what's normal for those tickers. JD, it's normal to have 2 or 3R. And this big giant candle to the downside looks like there's going to be some more selling coming. So I'm going to go ahead and wait to put my stop in. I'm going to take advantage of the most likely scenario, which is more to the downside. What do we got here? We got 2 minutes left, so anything can happen. I mean, if this rejects all the way up, it won't be that case. But if this can stay down here like this, we'll have a nice potential continuation. All right, so as we get back down through 69.16, I'm going to start to trail a stop. The only way I thought this would definitely rush to a 2R is if this giant candle had closed down here, because then it would have given me indications within the algo having this box inside that it was going to try to do that. But now I'm not sure. So I'm going to go ahead and start to lock in profit. So we got to 1,000 shares. All right, so 16 is the target. So we're basically in a target. I could take my trade off now, and it'll be a good trade, and I may end up having to do that here if it doesn't start moving. Although we got a lot of selling pressure here, so we'll see. It's a 20. All right, here we go. Here we go. So I'd like to get the full target, but all right. So just put that new order in. So now we're in on our target. So now if I move it to 14, the spread is about 3 cents. So 13. Okay, so now we should be solid to get our 16 if we end up out with a 2 or 3 cent spread. We get our full target. So pretty nice. All right, there we go. So we're out with 474. So nice trade. I wish this would have closed down here because then we would have had a really good opportunity for a 2 and 3R on this. But now at this point, I'm not sure. So because I'm not sure, I have to do what the algo says, and that's put my target in and then take what the market gives me. All right, let's put this in the log and then talk about some stuff. All right, so here we are in the log. So the fourth, and then we shorted it. I have 2 entries here because I added to my position. So I started with 500 shares, put my little note in, switch back on tower candle, then I added to my position at 50% retracement. So this was over here. It'd be about I'll have to double check it, but it was about 16-cent risk reward where that stop was. So, and then, then we got our exits. So pretty sweet. So 472 for the day, 474 actually, but whatever. It's as long as I'm a little under, then I'm just banking a little secret money on the side there. So 472, pretty awesome. Let's go look at the scaling ladder. And where are we at over here? Scaling ladders. Scroll up to the current thing. I'm working on some other stuff down there. So we are now at the, we're well back into the $500 range. Couple more trades. We'll be back into we'll be in the $1,000 range and off to the races. So, but I think I'm going to shut it down here, everybody. So, a friend of mine sent me a link because I've been on YouTube for a little over a year. I have like 600 videos, something like that, 500 videos. And you know, I don't really have that many subscribers, and when I look at the analytics, YouTube is not really showing my content to that many people. So YouTube doesn't think my stuff is valuable enough to share it. So, and if they're not sharing it, then viewers are not seeing it. So, and that's the reality of it. So you know, he sent me this, Mark sent me this link, and this guy's talking to this girl that's, you know, saying how awesome she's doing on YouTube as far as content, but how she's got no subscribers, and he gives her some really honest advice. And I think that's actually probably accurate. So I'm going to go ahead and revamp this channel and do things differently. So I may not have any videos going up here in the next couple of weeks, which actually works out great because I will be doing some traveling too, so I wouldn't have a lot of time anyway. But if you subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon, then you can be notified when I start putting stuff back up, which is going to be pretty much a whole new way of doing things. I'm going to start doing, you know, I started experimenting with it already, but I'm going to start doing weekly market outlooks based on what the algo is showing. I don't know if I'm going to do that on a daily basis. I'll probably just do it on a weekly basis. I may do it on a daily basis, but I don't know. We'll see. Definitely on a weekly basis, we'll look at doing it. And we're going to start doing a lot more educational content that's focused on education. And we'll still do some live trades so you can see how everything works and how the algo works and what's going on. But and then I might do on the weekly outlooks, I may just show you like a weekly recap on a ticker with the algo and what would have happened had you been trading the algo with that ticker. So you can kind of just see how awesome the algo is working. But I'm going to start to focus more on educational content. I don't really have a lot of time to do both, you know, live trades and educational content and editing and all this stuff, and still maintain my lifestyle goals. You know, I'm not doing this because I want a full-time job. I'm doing this because I want to have a lot more time to go play with my family and do other things. But at the same time, my YouTube channel is a way for me to help out other traders and also to have a little business on the side, make a little extra money. You know, it's always good, traders, to have more than one source of revenue. So if you can have passive revenue in multiple sources, 4 or 5 sources at least, especially in different sectors, then you're doing a pretty good job, because then if a sector goes down, you're still covered. If crazy things happen, you know, pandemic, you're still covered. You know, it's always good to have more than one revenue source, and especially if they're all passive income. So, you know, that's the goal. Trading is one of my revenue sources. It's not quite passive. I have to be active doing it, but I can do it from anywhere. YouTube would be a passive, or, you know, my different social media channels would be a passive income source with ad revenue eventually and all that kind of stuff. So that works out. Teaching trading is another source, but some of those are in the same industry, and then I have a few other things I'm getting myself involved in that are also passive income, which I also do, which I'm not going to talk about on this channel. But we'll talk about it on a different channel at a later date. That channel is still in the works. But all right, everybody, so that's the plan right now. I'm going to revamp the channel, and you know, if you're someone who's watching this right now because you really like to have live trades all the time, let me know. But you know, I've asked that a few times and I've never heard any feedback. So I'm guessing that the more educational content will do better for the viewer, and also encourage YouTube to share my content with others. So that is going to be the goal. So I'll be down for a little bit until that gets up. But that's where we're at. And then you know, I was going to wait till I got to the scaled up to $1,000 range, which is like 4 more trades. I probably could wait another week and do that. But I'm just going to get it started. There's no point in wasting time if YouTube is not going to be sharing these videos with anybody. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. All right, everybody, have an awesome week, and we'll see you in a week or two.